Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Las Vegas Youth Bowlers Tour. Thank you for tuning in to us here live on YouTube. We're coming to you in the semifinal match. My name is Kevin McHugh, and I'm here with my co-host, Mr. Ralph Johnson. Ralph, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you very much. This is the second year that the LV Youth Bowling Tour has come out to Pahrump, and we appreciate them for coming out here and giving a chance for some of us people that live out here to see some of these up-and-coming stars from Las Vegas.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you to the Pahrump Nugget for letting us bring our tournament up here, and all the kids and parents that came in and got to bowl today. But hey, really quick, I don't want to forget, we've got Phil Placco down on the wood. Mr. Phil, how you doing?
Thanks for sitting in with us.
Wearing this Michigan hat.
Yeah, baby.
I'm another Michigander, so 2 days in a row you got to put up with us.
Yep. So let's jump in here. So we've got Brian Gregson 2 days in a row making the semifinals match. Brian, your A bowler with the spare. We've got Brian will be going up against Jairus Allo. Jairus did a very good job today. I want to talk about him in a little bit. In the varsity division, you've got Sebastian Huffman. Sebastian, second day in a row making match play. He was the victor in the earlier round against JT Verdi. Congratulations to JT Verdi making the stepladder. He had a very good 223 in his game 5 to make the jump. He'll be going against Darius Allo. So we've got both Allo brothers here today.
And Sebastian's got a little inside advantage since he lives out here in Pahrump and bows on these lanes often. So he's got a favorite, the favorite for the local.
Yeah, no, I hear you. No, so he seems to be a favorite at any place we go these days. So, all right. So, in the varsity division, we already recapped. We've got both Sebastian and Darius with strikes on their first frame. Brian stepping up, your A bowler on his second frame.
A little high.
Let's see what Sebastian's got here.
They're playing on the burn, by the way, because they've had probably 7-8 games bowled on the pattern they laid down this morning. So, and it's a 40-foot pattern.
Yes.
Junior gold.
Yeah, give me just a second. I'll have Phil come in here. He'll give us a good little input on this pattern. Let's see what Sebastian's got here in the second frame.
Great job by the Pahrump Silver Nugget. Randy did a great job. This machine is putting out very good, tight patterns. So this is the 2022 Junior Gold U18, U15 boys. 40 feet, 23 mils, 13 forward, 10 back,
10 on the
reverse.
back.
So this pattern plays way different here than it does at the Santa Fe. The gutter is in play here at the Santa Fe. Same pattern, different topography, way different. So scores were real low today. Spares were everything.
Yeah, no, it was a spare shootout. I'm glad you brought that up.
Now, you see that at different houses. I used to do the lane certifications for most of all the houses in Las Vegas and, of course, out here and Ely. And you see the difference. Like on here, I know the sideboards are really sort of dead compared to the other houses. I used to crawl into the pits and do all the measurements, make sure the width is correct and the pins are on spots and things like that. We did that for about 7 years. I did that. Then National has taken over that job and took it away from the local association. I was on the board for the local station for about 8 years. So,
yeah, nice shot there, Jairus. Jairus coming off of a double. Got Brian Gregson picking up the spare there.
So this is all about the youth bowlers. I mean, it's good to see them. There's some very good bowlers out in Las Vegas with the youth. Sebastian being one. He's just throwing his ball now. And it's a 4-pin. Looked pretty good, though.
Yeah. And no, Darius is a great Las Vegas youth bowler, so these two are going to put up a very good game. Darius and Sebastian have known each other for a while. They've been competing against each other for a while, and sure they'll be competing against each other a lot in the future.
Yeah, we're trying to get more and more youth involved,
Nice.
even out here. I met with the athletic director at the local high school and tried to get them to see about getting a high school team out here. He said he would look into it for us, but I haven't heard back. A lot of politics involved, of course, and it's the money issue with the budget cuts and things of that nature.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Let's give a little credit right there. We got Jairus, your C bowler. He's working on 3 in a row.
Getting ready for Thanksgiving with the turkey.
With a turkey, absolutely. Brian Gregson, your A bowler, coming off of a spare on lane number 4.
Crossed over. We got a breakdown on lane 3. Here it comes.
Hey, so Ralph, let's jump in here a little bit.
Yeah.
So appreciate you sitting in with us.
Oh,
You've
yeah.
got to see these kids bowl their first 5 qualifying games. What was anything you noticed?
I noticed a lot with the youth is concentration. I mean, they got the skills, the physical skills, but the mental skills sometimes is a big part of bowling. I mean, that's probably 60-70% of bowling. I mean,
Yeah.
I see some of them get frustrated. They think they're going to strike every time, which nobody does.
Yeah.
And then they get upset with there's the spare shooting, because the spare shooting is really the most important thing. I was always told, if you make your spares, your strikes will come.
Yep.
Exactly. So that's the one thing I noticed with some of them. The ones that could regroup, and I always tell my kids, because I coach Saturday mornings, that you can't change the past. What happened. Move on.
Yep.
Move on. Dwell on the positive. Don't dwell on the negatives. So.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, we put patterns out here, Ralph, just
Right.
for this. We make it all about spares.
And that's the good thing. I mean, if you can convert your scares, I mean, your scores are going to be reflected.
And speaking of spares, Darius just picked up a nice, I believe that was the 610 he just got there.
Right.
Yeah, Darius and Sebastian are very good spare shooters.
Because sometimes, you can get lucky with your strikes, but with your spares, there's not a lot of luck involved. It's it's being accurate, especially signal pin spares. I mean, like he just left the 10 pin, so we'll see how he does.
Yeah, no, this is a good. Maybe we should start talking about strikes. We're talking about spares, and they're
spares,
leaving
right,
some
right.
spares. But
Yeah, maybe we're putting a jinx on him here a little bit.
yeah, we don't want to do that.
No.
This
All
is all
right.
about education.
Right.
This is why after they're all done, after game 5 of qualifying, we want the kids and the parents to go up and see where the kids finished.
Yeah.
For example, Zeke,
Oh yeah.
he finished 5th.
5
How
pins
many?
out.
5 pins
5
out.
pins out. Yeah, no, he
Right.
he
One
beat
more
himself up a little bit for that.
One more spare, he would have.
The varsity players do and have learned how to beat themselves up a little bit on spares.
Yeah,
The JV players, they have to learn.
yeah, right.
So let's get a little recap in here. Darius is clean through 4, sitting on a 70, starting his 5th frame. That looks good.
Yeah,
Oh, very nice shot, Darius. Very nice. We've got Sebastian Huffman with a 73. He's got a 10 pin here.
Oh,
Very unusual for Sebastian.
you got
I know
a little,
he's got a little bit of a cut on his hand. It's probably been bothering him a little bit.
I think he got a little fast on that delivery, but with
This
a little
pattern's
light
playing
hit.
real tricky.
Hey, everybody, let's not forget about our sponsors. Want to jump in here right now. Cool Wick. Visit them at coolwick.com, providing our championship jerseys, championship banners. Don't forget to enter LVYBT10 at checkout. And Storm Bowling, the Bowlers Company. Visit them at stormbowling.com.
Yeah, on the JV match, we got a pretty close match now.
Yeah, JV, we've got Brian Gregson, your A bowler, coming off of a strike with a 94. And we've got Jairus Allo coming off a split open in the 6th with a 112.
Another 9 count for Sebastian, leaving the 3-pin. That one didn't turn the corner. Yeah, like Phil said, this is a little touchy shot. If you get it a little fast, the ball will not come up for you. Good shot, Sebastian.
Yeah, this pattern, speaking of it played very hard today. And like they said, I think we bowled this or something very similar to this down at Samstown, and the difference between the two houses is significant. Scores were definitely lower today than they were yesterday.
And that's what's the good thing about this is youth tour. They get to experience the bowling in different houses, how to adjust, how to try to read the lanes a little different. So it's a good opportunity for them. And it's the future of our sport. There's a good strike.
Yeah, Brian found a little something. He's gone strike in the 6th and the 7th.
A little light, leaving the
Jairus
2-pin.
coming up here.
The brothers are standing there together.
Yeah.
If you would have seen Jairus 6-7 months ago to where he's at now, this kid has gotten so much better. His brother's always been good, and Darius is getting high level.
So you're saying it's in his genes, Phil? He's shaking his head, yes.
There you go, Jairus. Nice spare. So let's see where we're at. We've got Brian Gregson working on a double with a 114 going against his JV opponent, Jairus Allo with the 122.
Enough, right? Yeah. Huh? Am I on? Oh, shoot. Sorry, Bowling World. I was just talking to Sebastian. Have to talk to him a certain way.
Darius picking up the spare there. He's got a 114 through 7. Sebastian.
Light. Leaving the washout. And for those that don't know, anytime you have a head pin, it's not counted as a split. So in this case, it looks like a split, but it's not. It's called the washout. Good try. Tough spare. Hang on. Nope.
Man, Jairus must have grew a few inches because he keeps stepping up there with those white pants on, and I thinking it's his brother.
Well, I know last time I saw Sebastian, he's grown about a foot, I think.
Yeah. If I had a nickel for every time I've heard that.
That's triple, another turkey.
Brian Gregson finding a good time to get the turkey.
That looks better. Yeah, that's a better.
There you go, Sebastian. Nice shot. Believe Sebastian made a ball change there.
Oh, tap 7-pin.
Darius coming up here, picking up 9 there, leaving the 7-pin. Looked like a really clean shot.
It was. A lot of corner pins left here at the Nugget Bowl for some reason. Good cover.
There you go. Nice bear, Darius. All right, we've got a close match here in the JV. Let's see what Brian has here in the 9th.
put the pressure on him with another one here.
This actually, if he can,
Good, clean little break. Oh, I got it. A Brooklyn. Another Brooklyn.
got a little left there. He's working on 4 in a row with a 174.
From a personal perspective, I always carry the Brooklyn better in this house than putting it in the pocket for some reason.
Yeah.
I leave a lot of corner pins when I put high flyers. So
Gyrus here going for the 5-9. Just a little bit right up there.
I put them in a pretty call. Oh, pretty big call. Good kid.
Darius keeping the pressure on.
Almost a must shot for Sebastian. Oh, almost a 7-10. That was a 7.
Sebastian stepping up here on the 9th frame.
And he covers it.
Picks up that 7-pin for a spare.
Makes it look easy.
Gyrus here in the 10th. He got 6. Let's see what he's got on the second shot.
Good try. Look at up with the 154.
Brian Gregson here getting a little bit of input from Phil. I know he's ran 4 strikes in a row. He was getting a little bit left, so I'm sure him and Phil are talking about that right now. We've got Sebastian stepping up on the 10th frame.
He got the luxury to try things before the final with 4 in a row and has this game wrapped up, which is always a good feeling. Came a little high. The double for Sebastian. Puts a little pressure on. He can finish with the 167. Right now, his competitor's got 143 with a strike, so he's got 153. He finishes the ball.
That's a good way to finish the game.
Good
Sebastian
finish.
wrapping it up right there with a 167. His competitor, Darius, rolled a really good game. He did have one open in the 6th, but that strike in the 9th's got him set up.
Yep, pretty good. Sebastian probably should have changed balls a little early. After he had that split in the 4th, he probably should have changed.
Yeah, he had a little bit of a cut on his hand. Looked like it was starting to bother him a little bit.
Yeah, and that's another thing about bowling. I mean, people who say, "Oh, anybody bowl," but it's a rough sport. After you bowl so many games and your fingers hurt, your thumb swells up, there's a lot of physical things involved in bowling. And it is a sport. It is a sport.
All right, Brian with the 209.
Good game. Good game. He had one open and 5 strikes. So.
Yeah, Brian, he actually went plus on his last 2 games. In the previous match, Brian had a 202, goes 209 here in the semifinals. He'll be moving on into the finals, going against our top seed in the JV department. Mr. Devin Montoya.
And for you that do not know, plus means they bowled over to 200.
Yeah, 200 being even.
That's
Anything
like-
above that is plus.
Yeah.
Anything below that we consider minus.
200 is the bench score, even at the pro level. When you see plus or minus, that's what that means.
Oh, man.
That's a solid 8 pin. But he wrapped up the match. Pretty competitive match.
So we had an interesting thing happen. I was looking over the JV scores, and our leader, Devin Montoya, with a 973 in the JV division, would have actually qualified second in varsity. And an interesting tidbit is Jairus with a 945. Him and Sebastian would have tied, and then they would have had to have a roll-off if they were bowling in the varsity. So good job on our JV and varsity bowlers.
Good game.
Hey guys, let's jump back in here. Cool Wick, don't forget our original sponsor. Visit them at coolwick.com for all your jersey apparel needs. Don't forget to enter LVYBT 10 at checkout. And Storm Bowling, the bowlers company. Storm doing a lot for our youth. Make sure you check them out and visit the SYC and Evolution program they have on their website. Doing a lot for our youth.
I want to thank Ben for asking me to sit in and do this broadcast. It was a pleasure doing it. I was on the board for Southern Nevada for about 8 years. I was the executive vice president up through this last August. I decided to step aside after 10 years, get some of the younger people involved. That's how the sports is going to grow and can keep going. The young people are the future of the sport.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up, Ralph. It's been a pleasure sitting up here with you. I know you've done a lot for youth bowling and bowling in general here in the Pahrump and Southern Nevada area. So give us a little input. I know you used to do some lane certification. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, like I mentioned, it was getting up early in the morning. We'd get up about 6 o'clock. We'd go to a lot of houses. Of course, nobody's bowling. My job was to go to the pits. I'd crawl into the pits, measure the gutter depth, measure the width of the pit area, measure the level. I mean, they had to be within so much tolerance of the level. Then the other people would be doing the lane surfaces itself, the depressions, the oil. We test the oil and things like that. I actually miss doing that since the national has taken over, but. You learned a lot. You could see the difference between the bowling centers. Some centers would really put the money into the thing and have, very good back ends and the sideboards. Other ones you'd go over there and the sideboards would be all beaten up and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, no. Absolutely, man, and I appreciate you bringing that up. That's some really good input on lane certification.
Yeah.
But, Ralph, I want to thank you very much. I appreciate you sitting in here with us, and it was a pleasure having you.
You're more than welcome. Good luck in the finals.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. We're getting ready to start our finals match here on day 2 at the Pahrump Nugget for Las Vegas Youth Bowlers Tour. My name's Kevin McHugh. I'm sitting here with Anthony Matassa. Anthony, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good today. It's not too bad. Just here enjoying the kids bowling.
Yeah.
So, and how about yourself?
Doing well, man. Doing well. No, we just had an exciting match. We've got Brian Gregson here in the JV division coming all the way up through match play to sit in the finals for a second day in a row. He'll be going against our JV division leader, Devin Montoya. Devin also making the finals for 2 days in a row, so congratulations to both these guys.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
In the varsity division, we've got Darius Allo. Darius just defeated Sebastian Huffman to make the finals, rolled really well. He'll be going against Seth Stovall, a familiar face here in the finals, so look forward to a good match.
Oh, wow. Ain't got that one left.
Yeah, Devin Montoya, our lone left-hander. We've got Brian. Brian is your C bowler. Devin Montoya stepping up here, your A bowler. Got a bit of a split here. See what he's got. We've got Darius Allo getting ready to step up here on lane number 4. Darius is your D bowler. Seth Stovall will be on lane 3, your B bowler. So, Anthony, you got a chance to watch these kids bowl. I know you bowl here quite a bit. You know the center pretty well. Could you give us a little bit of feedback of what you saw and what you know about the house?
Yeah, just from watching yesterday and today, I've noticed a lot of just certain things, like with transition and ball changes. It seems like there's a lot of urethane being played out there, being that today's this 40-foot pattern being shorter. Yesterday, everyone wanted to try to hook the whole lane. So it's all about, making the right surface adjustments and ball changes, also being able to watch the transition play. So based on that, it seems like everybody wants to try to overpower the lane instead of going straight down and in.
Kind of playing a little bit straighter. And, hey, let's give Darius a shout-out on that one. That was a great shot, Darius. So we've got both Seth and Darius with spares in their first frames.
Yeah, it seems like a really good matchup today.
Yeah, these kids are pretty familiar with each other. They've been bowling Las Vegas Youth Bowlers Tour both years. Nice shot, Devin.
That was a good shot.
Yeah.
Being the only lefty, it seems like he has everything out there for him.
Yeah. Yeah, those lefties are lucky, getting to hang out over there with about 90% less traffic.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a plus. Oh, that was a good shot.
Brian Gregson, your C bowler with the strike right there. We've got Seth stepping up, lane number 4. Seth.
Ooh, carried out the 9-pin.
Yeah.
From watching the last match to this match, it seems like these bowlers here, that they're playing more inside compared to watching the last match with Sebastian. Before he made the ball change, he was playing straight down with, I'm guessing it was urethane, and then he made the ball change and put a little bit of angle on it. So it's almost kind of like the lanes have opened up a lot.
Yeah, when the lanes open up, you seem to see the scores getting a little bit higher.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, the 7-10.
That's rough.
Now let's keep an eye on this. This is important to at least get one here. We know it's a tough shot, but this count adds up when it gets to the end. Yeah, Devin knew right away he didn't like that one out of his hand. Let's see what Brian's got here. Brian, your C bowler.
Pin count is always the main thing to get.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, speaking of that, I mean, there's so many times we'll see these kids, especially in the finals, because they're all really close to each other, and that 1, 2, 3 pins, it adds up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Devin giving himself a shot right there. That would have been a nice. That would have been a nice spare pickup. But see what we got. Darius coming off of a strike. A little bit of a punch through right there. So let's see the difference here. Let me see if you see anything between Seth and Darius.
On that one, it seems like he had a little bit less ball speed with Seth, and then Darius was picking up. He's got more power behind it, so he was allowing it to control to get to the pocket easier.
Okay.
With lane 4, I've been noticing that it's, if you get out, it wants to check in, but on lane 3, it's got like kind of like a, I don't know, over-under read.
Yep, exactly what's going on. So, for example,
Nice shot, Bren.
for Gregson, I just said, hey, keep your feet right where they are. Take your eyes 2 boards right. Go around the pattern because his ball speed is so slow. So he can go around the pattern, just let the ball roll. If he tries to get a little harder, over under all day long.
Yeah.
So you're right, Anthony. Hey, it's good seeing you, my friend.
Oh, yeah, you too, Phil.
Old
It's always
school.
great. I
One
looked
of the
up
best
to you when I was
releases
younger.
in bowling, Anthony Matassa.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, Anthony, I got to catch you out. I've been hearing a lot of good things about you, man. We'll
Yeah.
get into that in a minute. I know you've got some pretty nice stats I'd like to talk about.
Oh, I appreciate that.
So, all right, let's get a little recap here in the varsity division. We've got Darius Allo with a 54. He's got a picked up 8 on the last frame. We've got Seth Stovall with a 50 coming off of a double. Let's see what Seth's got here in the 4th frame.
Yeah, I remember a long time ago, Anthony almost took over the state record in Nevada.
State. Sounds like
tried.
there's a familiar face. Who holds that state record? Anybody know?
I believe it's
anymore.
out. Yeah, sorry. I believe it's out in Winnemucca now.
Yeah.
Guys shot 900. They must have been
Yep.
pretty wide open.
It was about, 18, 19 years. 878 was a state record, 1999.
Yeah, held
when I shot
by
it.
you.
Mr. Phil Placco with the 878.
Yeah, that's where all the nerves kicked in when I had that chance. Shooting 279, 300, and then had the front 6 going for it, thinking like, yeah, okay, cool, I can beat Phil and get my picture on the wall and everything. And then rip the pocket, leave a 9-pin, pick it up. Ended up shooting 268 for 847, so I was happy with that. Just to have that accomplishment against Phil at that time, that was a good thing.
Yeah, anytime you're rolling an 800, that's a heck of a series. So let's catch back up here. We've got Brian Gregson with a 47 coming off of a strike. Lane number 4. Got a little outside there. Is it coming back? Nope, punching through. Hey, everybody, let's not forget our sponsors, Coolwick. Visit coolwick.com for all your apparel needs, customizations. They can do a lot with their screen printing. Don't forget to enter LVYBT10 at checkout. And Storm Bowling, the Bowlers Company. Storm doing a lot for youth, doing a lot for the Las Vegas Youth Bowlers Tour. Really appreciate it. And make sure you check out the SYC. They'll be coming out to Las Vegas in February.
This pattern's brutal. Gregson went around the pattern on the right lane, and the problem is he just missed it at the bottom. But, as a JV player with a couple wins, moving up to varsity, we've got some stuff to work on with this kid.
Yeah, no, Brian Gregson's done really well. He's always competitive, especially in JV,
Yeah.
and he'll be competitive in varsity.
He will. He's only been bowling for 6 months.
Yeah, that's amazing.
His form is great.
Yeah, he throws the ball really well.
So we've got Brian stepping up here on lane number 3, coming off an open. Ooh. Leaving a 10 pin there.
Hey, on this pattern, I'd take 10 pins, pick
Yeah.
them all up. You're going to win.
Oh, yeah. Even if it's a flat hit like that.
There you go, Brian. Both spares just picked up there on lane number 3. We've got Devin Montoya. Devin stepping up here. Your A bowler coming off of a strike. He's got a 67 through 5.
I know. That's as good as he does it back up.
You can tell the minute he let it go, he knew it was a bad shot.
I'm on again. Dang it.
So where are we at in the JV? We've got 71-81 coming off of a spare. Yeah. There you go, Devin. Nice shot. So, Anthony, tell us just a tad bit. Oh, wait. I think I got Phil stepping up here. What do you got for us, Phil?
Little shout out to our girl who made her first cut in JV.
Congratulations,
Yep.
Miss Tasia.
Yeah, she lost in a quarterfinal, but that's okay. She made her first cut. I'm so proud of her.
Yeah, good job,
I just want to
Tasia.
make sure you
That's
were on.
awesome. Congratulations.
No, glad to have her out here, and all the girls that come out here and compete. You know, this youth bowling is not just for the boys. These girls come out here and they compete. We had several girls from last year go on to college, and they're doing really well. So we're thinking about you, girls.
That's awesome.
Darius, see if he's got the spare here. Playing it straight. Yeah, Darius is a good spare shooter.
Yeah. He's throwing the ball really well. Every match up there seems pretty close. It's going to be neck to neck.
Yeah.
And it's like you said earlier, spares is make the game.
You know, I'm watching Brian, and I know he hasn't liked a couple of his shots, but he's doing a really good job of controlling his emotions.
Oh,
really
yeah.
like to see that.
You know, that's the key, Kevin.
Yes.
We talk about Zeke. We talk about some of our kids, Gregson, and that whether they shoot 300 or 130, their emotions.
Even keel.
Yeah. You know, look at all the players. I brought up Dio Bernard. You know, Rick Bernard's son, Dio. I think he just won or doing real well in a regional at South Point. This kid, amazing, right?
Yep.
Our kids who have that mental stability in their mind, Devin, pretty much the same way at 14 years old. So they're all learning at a very high level at a young age.
Yeah, controlling your emotions is important.
Anthony, a question for you since we're talking about emotional stability.
Yeah.
How was Phil when he was younger? Was he emotionally?
I kind of think I'll keep that one to myself. I remember back at when we bowled
I
at the
heard
Gulf
that.
Coast. I can remember a couple things. I'll leave it alone. Sorry, Phil.
Long time ago.
He's a lot better.
This is why I quit bowling.
Age will figure it out.
Yeah, well, you will, right?
But no, besides that, back then he was a great guy. He still is.
Yeah, no, we appreciate Phil. He does quite a bit for our kids, our youth. So let's get a little recap here. We've got Brian Gregson with an 87. He is coming off of a split open. We've got Devin Montoya, your A bowler, coming off of a strike with a 113. In the varsity division, we've got Seth Stovall coming off of a double with a 125. Seth's got one open. It was a split in the fourth. We've got Darius Allo with a 111 coming off of a strike. Hey, let's jump in here, everybody. We've got a couple highlights. Yeah, this is Dan. He's from Pahrump, I believe. Appreciate him coming on today.
He had trouble getting over his first time shooting, but he did pretty well.
And then I know this one, Gyrus Aloe, one of my favorite bowling shirts in the bowling. It's a sushi jersey, excuse me. Oh yeah, Darius, he's always dressed well. Dressed to the T's. Same with Darius.
Pretty funny. You miss those spares. All of a sudden, you give the other bowler some confidence.
Yep, missing them. It leaves the door open.
Darius made a big move left.
Ooh. That was a good chip, too.
This is crazy. Didn't these guys bowl against each other yesterday?
They did.
Now we're going to have a flip-flop.
Yeah, let's see where we're
Our
at.
future varsity players right here.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, like I said, Devin actually, Devin with a 973 today, he would have qualified second in varsity.
Yep. Yeah, December is going to be a great month. Got 2 new varsity players.
Yeah, we got to fill those spots for all those great bowlers that aged out after last year, man. We really had a competitive, great division in varsity, and we still do have a great division, but you could see some of the youth coming up now.
Yeah, now that JV is like Gregson and Devin moving up, we've got all these newer kids starting off, and JV, this is going to be fun.
Yeah,
different level.
I want to take a short minute to let everybody know, this is all scratch all the time, and it is smart money available. So in the JV division, first place is getting $300. We paid actually places 1 through 6. Second place is $200. Third was 1. Fourth, your final qualifier at 75, and then we actually paid out 60 to 5th and 6th place. In varsity, first place cashing out with 300, second with 2, third with 100, and fourth with 50. So thanks to everybody. Thanks to Kathy McCluskey. She always puts in extra money for the Las Vegas Youth Bowlers Tour. Helps us get our payouts a little bit higher. So thank you very much, Kathy. And non-cashers in each division. Oh. Girls non-casher, $50. Or excuse me, non-finalists, $50. Yeah, if you're a girl and you're watching this, come out and bowl, man. There's some money available for you. We're always doing our best to make it enticing, and it's a lot of fun. These kids are good bowlers and good atmosphere.
Yeah, it's very interesting to watch.
All right, let's see what Devin can do here. Oh. Devin always likes to make it interesting. Brian picking up the 10 pin there. Brian, 134 if he can strike out here. Looks like Devin's going to move on for his first victory. Devin with a 149. His lowest score of the day, actually. Devin rolled really well today. He went plus in 2 of his 5 games, and games 4 and 5 weren't far behind. It's a good job, Devin. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, bud.
Nice bowling, Brian. That was a very good achievement to make the finals 2 days in a row. So we've got Seth here coming off of a strike with a 174. Oh, getting a little two-handed carry there. Let's see, so 77. Yep.
Anthony, thanks again, bro.
Oh, hey, thank you, Phil.
Appreciate you, dude.
Anytime.
This is an awesome bowling center. 24 lanes, old school,
Yeah.
clean. Machine is awesome. Staff,
Yeah.
awesome.
Well up kept.
Seth right there. Before, so we can go.
Wow.
4 pins here for Seth. We'll lock it up. So, let's see what he's got. Seth picking up 9 right there, locking up another victory. Congratulations to Seth. All right, everybody. Let's not forget to thank Storm, stormbowling.com, the Bowlers Company, OG sponsor there, and Coolwick. Visit them at coolwick.com for all your jersey needs. Don't forget to enter LVYBT10. Hey, Anthony, just wanted to come out here and really say thank you. Appreciate you having you out here. I know you are the house champion here with an 848. It's a very great score, and just really appreciate you sitting in.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure watching these kids bowl. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, your input was great, man. And thanks to these kids, congratulations to Seth and Devin Montoya with his first victory, and also to Darius Allo making the finals. Brian Gregson, 2 days in a row. Congratulations, guys.
Congrats.